So the drama starts with our female lead whose name is Sumi. She lives in the village and is a very good girl who tries to help people, but she is so unlucky that whatever work she goes to help, she creates problems instead. Due to this, all the people of the village are very upset with her, so they all decide to send Sumi away from here. The village head tells Sumi that we have raised you for 20 years, but now we cannot do it anymore. You are very unlucky, so now you should go to the city and go there and find your data person whose fate is connected to you. That boy will be very rich but born in a poor family, so if you find him, then your fate will change. Saying this, the village head gives Sumi the expenses to go, and other people of the village also give Sumi a lot of gifts, etc. Because now she is leaving from here, then she says bye to these people and leaves, and then after reaching the city, she becomes very happy that here the views are very beautiful. She thinks that Grandpa, don't worry at all, I will find a distant person. Then a car stops in front, from which our male lead comes out. His name is Fushun, and he is the richest man of the city. Sumi keeps looking at him and thinks that this man is very handsome. Pushin is walking from here and his guards are roaming around him to protect him. Seeing all this, Sumi keeps thinking that this man is so lucky. Then Sumi puts her foot on a pipe. Then uncle tells her to move her foot, and then this water falls on Sumi, and uncle says sorry to her. Sumi starts asking uncle that, by the way, who is this man? Then uncle says that you don't know him. He is the richest man of the city, Fushun. But this man is very ill, and it is in his fate that he is not going to live more than 25 years. Then Sumi also feels bad to know that the poor man is going to die soon. Now here a couple is going after getting married, and the bride throws her flower bucket, and many people are standing to catch it, but that flower directly goes in the hand of Fush. Seeing this, Sumi also starts saying that the guy is really lucky. Now here Fush suddenly starts feeling sick and is about to fall. Seeing this, Sumi quickly goes to save him. Then Fush is shocked that how is it that I am not feeling pain now? Then from here, the boss quickly pushes Sumi away and says, leave my boss. She says, what are you talking about? I was just helping. Saying this, she starts leaving. Then at that time, a bag of money comes in Sumi's hand. She is shocked and thinks, what is this? I have also become so lucky that money fell on me from the sky. Then she starts thinking who made me lucky. Then she starts remembering and thinks that just now I was helping Mr. Fush. So is it because of him? It is happening, I have to try it again. Then she gives the money bag to that person. And then we see that Fushan is again feeling very sick. And he starts feeling a lot of pain. Then Sumi comes running from the front and quickly catches him. Then the assistant again goes to remove Sumi. Then Fushan stops him and he thinks that now I am not feeling any pain at all. So it means all this is because of this girl. He starts thinking that will this girl be my data person? Then he asks her, that which family's daughter are you? And when were you born? And he starts thinking that the master has told him that his data person will be a girl from a rich family and her birth month and year will be 10. Sumi starts telling him that I do not belong to any rich family. I have come from the opposite village, and I am an orphan who does not even know when I was born. Then Fushan thinks that means she is not my distant person. Then in the meantime, Sumi has a paper in her hand. The flyer comes flying and she scratches it. It has a special prize written on it. The boy distributing the flyer gets very happy and thinks that you are so lucky. Out of 1,000 flyers, there was a prize on only one, and you have won it, as if God has specially given it to you. Sumi gets very happy and thinks that it seems my luck has returned. That is it not that I have got good luck because of this person, but the master had said that the distant person who is going to be my lover will be a rich boy who was born in a poor family, which is not possible. But right now I don't even know anything about him, so till then I have to find a place to stay. Then Sumia holds Fusen's hand and starts convincing him and says that I am an orphan who has just come from the village and I know all the work. Whether it is cooking or changing the light bulb, I do everything. So will you keep me with you, boss? Then Fus thinks that this girl is not my destiny, so what if my illness is getting cured because of this girl? Then he agrees, and then he is taking Sumi to his house in his car, and she becomes very happy to see such a big palace, and starts saying that, boss, your house is so big that our whole village will fit here. And then she becomes very happy thinking that now I will work well here and will earn a lot from this. I will take full advantage of all the good luck, and who knows, I may get so much good luck that my data person himself comes in front of me. Then after this, these people get out of the car and Fusen takes Sumi with him to introduce her to his mom. Sumi starts saying hello madam to them. Then Fusen's friend says that how did this beggar come here to ask for food? Take her out from here. Then Fusen comes in front and starts protecting Sumi and says that, "Mom, this girl works for me." Then his mom comes here and starts saying that, "Well, you did not like all the rich girls I arranged. On the contrary, you like this poor girl. Really, our rich family has got you for so many years, but orphans like you have to show their true colors. Poor people." Saying this, she is going to touch Sumi's face. Then she removes her hand and says, "That be a little respectful." Then Fusen's mom slaps Sumi and says, "How dare you touch me with your dirty hands?" Then she calls her mates to come quickly and disinfect me. Fushing says that, "Mom, I know you had arranged a blind date for me, but I did not go. That's why you are taking out your anger on someone else? Then it's fine. I will listen to your orders, but you also stay in your limits." His mother shouts that, "You are so ungrateful. Our family adopted you, and I have raised you for 20 years, and today you are talking to me like this for a poor beggar girl, and threatening me. It really seems that you want to die before 25 years. Saying this, she is going to take a step. Then Sumi stops her hand and starts protecting Fushing and asks her that, "After so long, I have understood that she is not your mom at all. Then why are you giving her so much respect? The more respect you give to this type of person, the more arrogant she will become. And see, it does not matter to me that she is your mother. Who is she? But no one can bully me like this." Hearing this, Fushan becomes very happy that this girl is so loyal. Then Fushan's mom gets very angry, and she orders her guards to teach this girl a lesson. Then Sumi says that, "I have grown up in the mountains and I know very good fighting. So whoever wants to fight with me, come. I will kill everyone." Then whatever guards come to catch Sumi, she beats them and also pushes Fushin back so that he stays behind, and she will fight with them. Fushan's adoptive mom also says that, "You all kill her today itself. The beggar girl should apologize to me." But Sumi easily fights with all the security guards. Seeing this, Fushan also gets very impressed and says that, "You are really very strong." Then Fushin's adoptive mom starts shouting that, "From where did you bring this fighter? Take her out right now. Take him out, or else I will call the police and get him out of here." Sumi thinks that, "No, I can't mess around. I need a place to stay right now, and I also need my good luck. Only then will I be able to find my distant person." Then Fush, that adoptive mom, shouts at all the bodyguards that, "You guys couldn't fight a small girl. You guys are really useless. I am firing all of you." Then Fushan tells Sumi to come with him and he will change her dress. After they leave, Fushan's adoptive mom starts thinking that, "No, I cannot let this happen. I have to get Fushan married to one of my own girls. Only then will I be able to control the whole family." Then we see Sumi changing her dress and Fushan keeps looking at her and says that, "I have some work right now, so I am leaving and I will send my secretary who will explain your work to you." As soon as Fushan comes out of his house, he starts feeling a lot of pain. Meanwhile, his son comes and says that, "Boss, I will bring medicine for you." Fushan says that, "No, let it be. The thing inside is more effective than medicine." On the other hand, Sumia starts looking at Fushan's whole house and is getting very happy. Meanwhile, a girl comes here and says to Sumi that, "So you are the beggar whom Fushan brought. She kept Sumi in her house. You don't look good at all and there is nothing special in you." Saying this, she goes to touch Sumi's face, but Sumi also stops her. Then her friend starts telling Sumi that, "You know that she is the daughter of Bai family and the future wife of Mr. Fusen. Then how could a poor girl like you even think that you would touch Miss Lin?" Saying this, she is going to raise her hand on her. But in the meantime, Fusen comes here and he sees that something is falling from above, which will hit Sumi, so he quickly reaches to save her, and then this thing hits Lin and Fusen, and Sumi are so close to each other that she asks whether he will leave her or not. But Fusen is not leaving her, and he thinks that because of this girl, my pain really disappears. So won't this girl really be my distant person? Then Fusen's childhood friend Lin feels bad that she did not save me. Rather, he saved this poor girl. Then she came to Fushan and started acting that my head is aching. Then Aston comes here and starts explaining to her that you should stay away from Mr. Fushan. He is ill and he needs to stay calm. Then the assistant tells Sumi to take Mr. Fushan to rest. Then Sumi brings Fushan to the room and asks him whether you are really fine or should I call the doctor. Then he says that no, there is no need for this. I am absolutely fine. But he is not leaving Sam's hand. Then Sam asks Atan that what disease Mr. Fusen has. Then Atan says that I will not be able to explain it to you in one word. So for now, you just remember that whenever the boss is ill, you have to cure him immediately. And he takes out a bundle of money and says that as a bonus, this will be yours for now. Seeing this, Sumi becomes very happy and immediately leaves Fusen's hand and seeing the money she says that there is so much of it, but then she refuses, saying that no, I don't want this, I am very happy to help Mr. Fusen, and on the contrary the salary I am getting is enough for me, so I don't need any extra bonus. Saying this, she returns the money and says that okay, now I am going to make tonic soup for the boss while you take care of him. Saying this, she goes away looking at the money. Then Fusen's assistant starts checking that why this girl didn't take the money. Is it that she is dreaming of becoming the boss or your wife? Then Fusen says that no, she is not that clever, and yes, you should investigate more about this girl. I want to know whether this is my destiny or not. Then after this, Sumia reaches with tonic soup for Fusen and tells him that boss, try it. This is the special tonic of my village. Fusen thinks that this is the first time that someone made tonic soup for me. Then he tastes it, and seeing her like this, he asks that, do you want to say something? Then she asks that, what is Miss Lin is your fiancé? So he asks, why are you asking? If I have a fiancé, then will you be upset? Then she says, is it not like that at all? You said that whenever you are sick, then I have to take care of you and hug you. So if you have someone who is fiancé, then she will feel bad. Then Fush tells him that no, you need not be afraid. I don't have anyone who is fiancé. Just then Atan comes here and starts telling Fushan that boss madam is organizing a blind dinner party for you, and she has said that if you will not attend, then she will take Miss Lin as your fiancé. If she announces, then Fush says, okay, but if I tell everyone about the fiancé in advance, then she can't do anything. Then Tin says, but there are only 3 hours left for the party, so after all from where will we bring Fanshi? Fush is here looking at Sumi, but suddenly he gets a call from the company, so he tells Lucy that you should go to the party in my place, and then I will also do it after completing my work. When I reach there, Sumi has to agree, and then she gets ready and reaches for the party, and here the assistant explains her work, that till the time Fush does not come here, she has to keep time for him, and Madam has to take care of her. Stop announcing about fiancé, and yes, there is no problem. Create it, or else I will also lose my job. Sumi says, don't worry, I also value my job a lot, so I am going to give my best and will not create any problem. Then Susie goes to the party, and she is not able to walk properly in her heels, and everyone starts laughing at her seeing this, and then Lin comes here and starts shouting at Somi that, what are you doing here? All the daughters of rich families have come here, and how did a beggar like you come in here? Then Lin's disciple comes here and starts saying that how many bacteria have come on her, you should quickly disinfect yourself. Both of them start spraying themselves. Then Sumi quickly touches Lin again to teach these people a lesson and says that I touched you twice, that's why you are saying this. Then Lin pushes her away, and then quickly her friend pushes her here and starts telling her that Lin is Fushan's fiancé and no one will trouble her, so he will not be saved. Then Sumi says that even if this Lin was really trapped by Mr. Fushan, would the Fu family still need to arrange a blind date party for them? And if that was the case, were all these girls called here for walking? Then Lena starts shouting that, so now you are telling the truth yourself that you have really come here to seduce Fushan? How could a villager girl like you even think that you will become Mrs. Fu? Everyone stop watching. Then Sumi also shouts that I have not come to seduce anyone, so stop spreading false rumors about me. Saying this, as soon as she puts her hand on a chair, the chair breaks and she falls down, and then she thinks that the good luck taken from Fushan is over. On the other hand, Usun is buying a very expensive necklace here, and the assistant starts telling the meaning of this necklace, that a person gives it to his wife or his lover, then whom are you going to give it to? Fusen tells that I am going to give it to Sumi, because right now only she is worthy of becoming my fiancé. Then the assistant says that boss, I have already investigated about that girl, and she is just a poor orphan girl, so she cannot be your destiny. Then Atan gets a call, and he tells Fusen that everyone is bidding for Sumi in the party. Then Fusen along with Sunti goes to save her, and here in the party we see that Lin slaps Sumi, but then the glass of drinks falls down. Then Lin says that you have done this knowing me to humiliate me. You village people are really very shameless. Hearing this, Sumi gets angry, and she goes to hit her, and then both of them start fighting, and due to Sumi's fighting, earthquake starts coming here and all the things are breaking and falling. Then Sumi gets scared that everyone will die like this. Then Fusen reaches here, and Sumi gets happy seeing him and quickly comes to him and asks if he is fine now. She says that why did you come so late? You know how much I traveled to collect time for you. So he quickly fixes it, and Sumi thinks that it is because of this that I get good luck. Then the earthquake stops here, then everyone becomes happy, and then seeing this, Lin starts shouting at Fushan, "Why are you taking this girl's side so much? She wanted to kill all of us. You should also stay away from her. Otherwise her bad luck will come to you too." Then Fushan pushes Lin away in anger. Then this other girl starts asking him that Lin is trapped by him. Then why is he protecting this villager girl? And then the rest of the people also start saying that he should give such protection to Lin and not this poor girl. And then all of them together start saying that you should throw this poor girl out of here. Then Fushan shouts at everyone that you guys should keep quiet. And after all, who told you all that Lin is trapped by me? And then he catches Sumi and tells everyone that my fiancé is Sumi. Knowing this, everyone gets shocked and Lin starts saying that, "How can this happen? She is just a poor girl. You cannot make her your fiancé." Then Sumi starts telling Fush slowly that if you wanted to make me your fiancé, then you should have told me first. You know how much I have traveled. He says that you don't worry. Whoever has bullied you, I will take you back. I will not leave her, and I am giving you permission that you can teach a lesson to whomever you want to. Then Sumi becomes very happy, and then Lin starts saying in fear that Fushan, how can you give such permission? Then Sumia slaps Perlin and says that this was her revenge. She had hit her first. Then the rest of the girls who take her side are encouraging Fusen that how can he do this to Lin by joining hands with that poor girl? Then Fush says that he does not want to keep a contract with the family of any of these girls. Then those people immediately start apologizing to Fush, but he calls the security guard and gets these people out of here. And then Fu shouts at Perlin that who gave you so much courage that you misbehave with everyone by using the name of being my fiancé? Then Lin is not able to say anything. Then Fusen's adoptive mother comes here and tells that I myself gave permission to Lin. And then she is about to throw the juice on Sumi, but then Fusen comes in front and all the juice falls on her. Then he asks, "What do you want to do, Mom?" Then his mom shouts at him that I want to get you married only because I want to give an heir to our family. But it does not mean that you will find any poor girl. You should find a daughter of a rich family to marry. And then she holds Lin and starts saying that my daughter-in-law should be like Lin. Rumi, who belongs to such a rich family, asks, what is lacking in the people of the village? We are also very good and at least very simple and kind-hearted. They are not like other dirty people whose heart is dirty. Then Fusen also says that, Mom, if you like this Lin so much, then you should go and marry her because I will not marry her. And there will be only one fish in my life, and that will be Sumi only. Sumi is also shocked to hear this and thinks, it is that Mr. Fushan is saying the same thing to his mom as well. So does he start liking me? Then Fushan starts making Sumi wear the necklace he brought for her. Then everyone starts talking that this necklace is very expensive. It is worth 100 million. And when Mr. Fushan is making this villager girl wear this necklace, it seems that he really loves her. Fushan is telling Sumi here that you help me and pretend to be my fiancé. Then I will give you 10 times more salary. Then Sumi gets happy that so boss is just acting and all this is fake and now I will get 10 times more salary. So it is such a good thing, and by staying with the boss I am also going to get my good luck. So I have become very lucky like this. Then Sumi also starts acting in front of everyone by holding Fushan's hand and says that you are now my future husband. Then Lin starts telling Fushan's mom here that you do something. After all, how can he choose someone else? Then Fushan's mom gets angry that you are so useless. And then she shouts at Fushan that, how can you plan to make such a poor girl our daughter-in-law? Just let your grandfather come here from abroad. Then when he will come to know about this, he will not forgive you at all. Then Fushan says that when grandfather will come here, then I will explain everything to him by myself. You don't need to worry about this, and now I am taking my fiancée to change her dress. Saying this, Fushan starts taking Sumi from here, and Lin gets very jealous and leaves from here. Then Fushan's mom calls and asks about where her grandfather is. After this, Fush and Su are going out from here together when Fushan starts falling sick again. So she quickly takes him along, and then Fushan heals himself again. Then she asks the assistant about what disease Fushan is suffering from and is there any way to get him well. Then the assistant says that Fushan's disease depends on his good fortune. If something good is going to happen to him, then he falls sick like this, and because today is his birthday, that's why this is happening to him. Sumi feels bad knowing that how much he is getting sick. Who can never celebrate his birthday? Then she gets an idea that it will be fine if he stays with me. Then I can celebrate his birthday. Then Fush sends his assistant for some work, and then she says to Sumi that let's do one thing. Today I will celebrate your birthday. Then she starts making noodles for him, and seeing this Fush starts remembering his mother that when he was small, his mother also used to make noodles like this for him. On his birthday, she quickly hugs Sumi and starts crying. Then she consoles him that you go and wait. Then she quickly brings noodles for him and says that now you don't worry. Every year I will celebrate your birthday. And then she also starts singing a birthday song for him. And then Lin comes here and sees both of them and gets very angry that why Fushan has become so close to this girl. Then we see that Fushan's grandfather comes back from abroad and Fushan's mother starts telling him everything. It is said that Fusen is now completely spoiled. I had arranged a good girl for him to get him married, but he has found a poor girl instead of the daughter of that rich family, and he is pretending to make her his girlfriend so that he does not have to get married. And knowing that their relationship is completely fake, Grandpa says that then I will never allow this marriage. Then here we see that Grandpa is coming inside, and on the other side Fusen and Sumi are coming down the stairs. Then the assistant tells Fusen that her grandpa has returned, and he has also reached home. Then Lin comes here and pushes Sumi, and she is about to fall, but Fusen quickly comes to save her, and then accidentally both of them kiss. And seeing this, Lin gets more angry, and then Grandpa comes to the house with Fusen's mom, and her mom is telling that both of them are just acting fake, and there is nothing real between them. Then Grandpa sees these people like this, and asks in shock whether this is his fake girlfriend. Then Fushan's mom shouts that what are you people doing? Then they quickly go away. Then Grandpa asks Fushan's mom that you were saying that everything is fake between these two. Then what was all this? Then she says that surely these people must have come to know that you are coming here, so these people were deliberately acting to show you. Then Sumi here, acting as if she is crying, starts telling Fusen that someone pushed me from behind. Then Fusen quickly sees Lin and says, "Where are you going first? You explain what all this was." Then she quickly comes to Fusen's mom and starts saying that I did not do anything like this, and I was just passing by, and this Sumi is very jealous of me that I belong to such a rich family. That's why she is falsely accusing me. Pushin says that I have chosen Sumi as my wife, and now she is already going to be my wife. Then why would she be jealous of you? Lin again starts shouting that you village people are not good at all. Then Sumi also shouts at her that she should not make fun of the village people again and again. After saying all this, she goes to hit her. Then Grandpa shouts that now it's enough. Grandpa also thinks Sumi is the right girl, but he thinks that she is not Fusen's data person. Then he shouts at Fusen's mom that he knows all the tricks she played and lies she told him. And then he shouts at Lin that you have been here for a long time. Now you have enjoyed enough, so go to your home. And then Grandpa takes Fusen with him to talk and explains him that only your data person can save your life. Otherwise you will not be able to live after 25 years. So why are you doing this? And anyway, this girl is very unlucky and is not your destiny, so throw that girl out of here. Then Fushing says that Grandpa, that girl is very special for me, so I am not going to send her away from here. Then Grandpa gets very angry and says that so you are not going to listen to me, so now I will do something myself. You have forced me. Fusen's adoptive mom is here with Sumi. She says that when Fusen's grandfather did not like a girl from a rich family like Lin, then don't even think that he will like a village girl like you who has not even gone to college yet. And you should be happy that you are getting a chance to become a maid in our house, so there is no need to understand yourself too much. Then Sumi says that Fush has called me his wife in front of everyone, so I can do whatever I want. You cannot stop me. Then the guard catches Sumi and starts taking her away. Then she says that let me fight. Then the guard brings Sumi to Grandpa, and he starts telling her that Fushan can only marry his data person to change his fate, so you leave him and take all these jade in return. Sumi becomes very happy after seeing these jade and says that I have been very poor since childhood, and I have never seen such good jade. As soon as she goes forward and is about to touch the jade, then those jade falls and breaks, and seeing this Grandpa also understands. She is so unlucky that we see that Fushan is silently watching all this because Grandpa has held her here to show everything. Then Grandpa starts giving Sumi a check of money and says that you can write as much amount in it as you want and then leave Fushan here and go. Then she starts refusing that I cannot go from here. Then Grandpa gets angry and says that take this check quietly. Then Sumi is taking it to get it. Seeing this, Fushan also thinks that she has really taken it. Grandpa gets very happy that it is not possible that I cannot deal with anything. But then due to Sumi's unlucky knee, Grandpa's leg gets twisted and he falls down. Then she says that Grandpa, I am telling you that I actually cannot live without Fushan, otherwise I will become very unlucky. Then Fushan comes and starts looking at his grandpa and says that should I take you to the hospital? He says no, I am absolutely fine. Grandpa thinks that if I could not deal with this girl with money, so what? Now I will deal with her with a man because she has not come here from the village, and when she saw Fusen for the first time, she must have started sewing, but if she gets more options, she will leave Fusen behind. Then Grandpa tells Fusen that I am tired, so I will take rest, and you go and work in your company. Saying this, he forcibly sends him out, and then here he tells Sumi to come out for a walk with me. On the other hand, Fusen is in his office, and then his assistant tells him that Grandpa went out with Sumi. Fusen gets shocked to know this, and here we see that Grandpa hired many male models for Sumi so that he could get Fusen rid of Sumi, but then Fusen reaches here and shouts at his grandpa and drives everyone away from here and also Sumi. He takes her with him, and then after coming home, Grandpa also becomes quiet and is unable to say anything. And seeing all this, Pushin's adoptive mom gets very angry that this old man turned out to be so useless and could not do anything, and then she thinks that now I will have to use my own method. And then she gives some order to her mate, and then comes here and asks to throw Sumi out of this house, because she is not Fushan's distant person at all. But then Sumi starts feeling as if she is his distant person after hearing Fusen's birthday, because the master had told her the same. She tells Fusen's mom that I doubt that I am Fusen's distant person, although I don't remember my birth date, but I would still like you guys to find out. Push's mom says that, okay, you still have to act, no problem, I will call the old master here, who will find out about this and tell you. Then not the old master, but his student has come here. And then Fusen's mom asks to find out about these two, whether these people are really distant persons of each other or not, and she is completely sure that he is going to refuse right now. But then this young master also finds out with the power of his cult vision and says that these two are really each other's destiny. Then knowing this, Grandpa becomes happy, and Fusen's mom starts saying that, how can this be possible? It is possible that you must have made a mistake. Then he says that absolutely not. I have told you right. Both of them are a perfect match for each other. Then Grandpa gets so happy that he tells Fush and Sumi that now both of you should get the marriage certificate as soon as possible. Then Fush's mother starts shouting that this should not happen, and she thinks that this girl cannot be Fushan's destiny because I have killed her. Then she asks this young master that I had heard that the distant person of Fush in would be a girl from a very rich family. Then this Sumi is very poor and an orphan girl who is very unlucky. Then how can she be that? So have you really made any mistake? Find out about his daughter. Who is she? Then this master is not able to find out anything and says that there is some power which is stopping him from finding out. Then Fushan's mother says that you do not know anything and you are just... Are you acting? If the old master had come, only then would I have believed him. Then this master says that okay, then tomorrow my master is going to come to the auction party, so you people should ask him yourself. Saying this, he leaves. Then Grandpa says that now we will talk about this tomorrow only. I am going to rest. Fusen's mom orders her maid to go and find Lin. Then Fusen gives the task to his maid to prepare tomorrow's dress for Sumi to wear in the auction party. Then she tells Sumi that tomorrow we will know whether both of us are compatible with each other or not. Then next day, Sumi gets ready to go to the auction party, and then Fusen keeps looking at her and says that this dress suits you. The maid has brought shoes for Sumi here, and she is changing on Lin's request. Then after that, Fusen and Sumi reach the auction party, and Sumi sees that right now old master has not come here, and Lin has already reached here. Everyone is praising Lin here, that she belongs to a rich family, and she is worthy of Fushan, but Fushan has made a girl from a neighboring village his fiancée. Fushan's adoptive mother explains Lin here that once the master comes here and tells that Sumi is not Fushan's destiny, then I will announce you as Fushan's fiancée in front of everyone, and then his grandfather cannot reject you. Sumi is telling Fushan here that if the old master says that our destiny is not the same, then you are definitely going to get married to Slain. Then Fushan announces through his guard that Fushan's fiancée is coming here. Then everyone starts talking after seeing Sumi that they had heard earlier that she is very old and is going to be the fiancée, but she is very beautiful. Then seeing all this, Lin is very impressed. She gets very angry and thinks that Sumi should be insulted as soon as possible. And then Sumi's foot slips because her shoes were already broken, and as soon as she falls down, Fushan also falls on her by mistake. Seeing this, Lin gets even more angry that the girl is very cheap. Fushan picks up Sumi and takes her away and changes her shoes. Seeing this, everyone starts talking that it seems that Mr. Fushan likes his girlfriend very much. Then the assistant also starts thinking that if this girl is really the boss's destiny, then how perfect these two are for each other. Then Sumi also understands that the maid who changed his shoes yesterday was none other than Fushan's adoptive mom's maid. Fu understands that all this was her trick. Then here Lane is telling Fushan's adoptive mom that she has already bought jets to please grandpa. Then she says that, okay, then you behave well in front of the old man. You must tell him this. Sumi hears this and thinks that you forced me to do this, and then she touches all the jets and turns them into stone because she is very unlucky, and then all of them fall down. Then she thinks that I did too much. Then she runs away with Fushan, and seeing both of them together, the assistant is very happy that both of them are a couple. It is very good. Then when Fushan's grandfather reaches here, Lin tells him that she has bought some special dates and she wants him to check them. Grandpa gets very impressed that despite being so old, she is still interested in jets, etc. He says that okay, he will check them. Then Fushan and Sumi also come here, and Sumi says that she also wants to see Lin's jets. Lin starts making fun of her that you are a village girl. What would you know about this? You have seen only ordinary stones till date, and if you want to see the jets, then you will have to bet with me. If you lose this bet, then you will have to leave Fush. Then Sumi also agrees to this bet and says that, but if you lose, then you will have to kneel down and apologize to me. Lin also agrees. Then people go to check the jets, and the jets that Sumi has bought turn out to be real, and the jets that Lin has bought turn out to be broken. That is, they are of no use. Then when she loses the bet, Sumi tells her that now you will apologize to me. Then Lin is not agreeing, so everyone agrees only after making her apologize, and then Lin becomes so embarrassed that she faints right there. Then Fushan's mom starts telling everyone that this Sumi is such an unlucky girl that she keeps spreading her unluck everywhere, so the jewels of you people must have also been spoiled. Then everyone checks the jewels they have bought, and they really turn out to be spoiled. Then all of them start shouting at Sumi that she is an unlucky girl, and that is why she cannot be Fushan's destiny, and everyone starts saying that such an unlucky girl deserves to die. Then Sumi says that how can you people take the decision of my life and death? But then Fushan tells everyone that whoever troubles my fiancé will be my enemy. Then everyone gets scared. Then the same young master comes here and tells that his old master is not going to come here now because if someone goes somewhere else for some work, then the master will not come here. So Fushan tells Sumi that now we should go home. Both of them are leaving from here. Then here Sumi bumps into a boy who starts thinking as soon as he sees her that why she looks familiar to him. He thinks that she looks like his mother when she was young. Then Fushan pushes Sumi away and starts taking her from here. Then Sumi also tells him that that person looked very familiar to me. Then Fushan gets jealous. That was he your type? Look, I am stuck with your contract, so only you can see me. Saying this, he takes her with him and goes, and Ashton, seeing this, thinks that the boss has really become jealous. Then we see that the name of the person with whom Sumi bumped is Mr. Lee, and he orders his assistant to investigate about Sumi. And then Fush's mom and Lin are watching all this, and Fush's mom starts thinking that this is Fushan's data person has a brother who seems to be looking for his lost sister, but he doesn't know that she died a long time ago, and I killed her. Then Fushan's mom comes and tells Lee that it seems you are getting very interested in that Sumi, so I can help you in this, and she cuts his finger. Then he says that so you are the mom of that Mr. Fushan. Then okay, I need your help. Then we see that after coming home, Sumia tells Fushan's grandfather that I agree that I am really very unlucky, but my luck can change. Fushan tells his grandfather that we should wait for the old master, he will tell us the right thing. Then the grandfather also thinks that she is a good girl, so I should agree. And he says that, okay, then when the old master comes, we will listen to him. Then he is going to tell these people to rest. Then Fushan's mom comes here with Lean. Then the grandfather asks that why this Bai family's daughter is coming to our house again and again. Then Fushan's mom says that because of us, Lean has got so much injury. So if she goes to her house, then what will we explain to them? So I have told her to stay at our house for a few days until she gets well. And Fushan's mom has also brought Mr. Lee here with her. Then Fushan asks that why have you brought her? Then she says that because of your Sumi, she got hurt because she collided with him. You know how unlucky she is. And because of her, everyone's life is in danger. Then Lee starts acting a lot, that he is so badly hurt, so these people should take responsibility for him. And then he also starts acting as if he is unconscious. Then Fusen says that I am not going to believe this. The doctor will check him up. Then we will know whether they are scamming us or not. Then when the doctor checks him, he tells that he is really hurt. We are shown in the flashback that he had fallen himself to make his injury look real. Then Sumi feels very bad. She feels that in reality he got hurt because of me, so I should take responsibility for him. Then Fushan's grandfather agrees to let Lee stay here. Then in the next scene we see that Lee is watching Sumi doing all the work here, and then his assistant tells him on the call that there are very high chances that Sumi is his lost sister. He thinks that first the DNA test results should come, only then he will agree. Lee thinks that if she is really my sister, then I will not let her marry in Fusen's house, because after all, who makes his fiancée work like a maid? Then Lin comes here and says to him that, let me help you in creating an opportunity. Then she tries to push Sumi away, and Lee quickly goes and helps her. Then Sumi again feels that he is very familiar. Then Fush comes and quickly pushes Sumi away, and we see that Lee gets Sumi's hair in his hand, and then Fu starts explaining to Lee that you should stay away from my fiancée. Then he says that if she is really your fiancée, then why are you treating her like a maid? You even made her wear maid's clothes. Seeing this, Fushan starts asking his secretary that why is her clothes like this? Then Sumi says that you should keep a secretary away from her. There is no need to shout, it is not her fault. I did not have time to dress up. Then Lee tells Sumi that you come with me. I will get you very good clothes. This Fushan is not worthy of you. Then Fushan becomes jealous and says to her that I will buy the dress for my fiancé. You do not need it. And then he tells his secretary to send this Lee from here to her home and pay her medical fees. And then Fushan takes Sumi to buy a dress. Then after coming to the shop here, Fushan is buying a lot of expensive dresses for Sumi. Then all the staff start saying that Mr. Fushan likes his fiancée so much. Then Sumi quickly takes Fushan aside and explains to him that you do not need to spend so much money on me. Who knows what will happen if old master tells us that we both are not each other's destiny. Then Fushan says that you should not say such things at all. I will not let you go anywhere and I want you to stay. So Sumi says that, but you will not be able to live after 25. He says that I am 24 years old and was roaming like a dead person, but after you came I got better. I feel that there is no one better than you for me. Then Sumi quickly kisses Fushan, and then all the employees keep watching. Then she says that do not say anything more now. Then he says that it is okay. Now while choosing the dress, Fusen is paying the bill for all the dresses. Then Lee also reaches there and he brings the DNA test report and shows Sumi that she is his real sister. Then she becomes very happy after knowing this and says that that is why I felt you were familiar. You are my brother. And then Sumi is going to blame Lee. Then Fusen quickly stops her and says that how can you believe this? Who knows his report will be fake and then he must be just planning all this falsely. Then Sumi says that why would he do all this? Then Libby tells Fusen that you stop doubting me. She is my sister. Then how will I hurt her? And I have decided that I will not let my sister marry a man like you. And I am breaking my sister's engagement with you right now. Fusen, hearing this, immediately asks his gang to get Lee out of here and also gives him a lot of money so that he can leave from here. Lee brings his mom here and tells Sumi that this is his mom. Sumi and her mom are very happy to meet each other, that finally they have met. Here Sumi's 2 more brothers have come and she is very happy to meet her 3 brothers and mom that now she has found her family. Then Sumi's mom orders a lot of gold here and says that this is for your family from our side. You have taken care of my daughter for so many days and now we are breaking our daughter's marriage with your family. Saying this, she is taking Sumi away. Then Fushan quickly stops Sumi saying that she is his fiancée and they cannot take her away like this. Then Fushan's grandfather also comes here and he starts saying that how can she break the marriage like this? Then Sumi's mom says that she is my daughter who was lost for 20 years. So I will take the decision of my daughter's life. Then here Lee starts saying that how can she be the daughter of your family? She is just a poor girl. Then Lee shows the DNA test report here and says that now you people will have to believe. Then mom is shocked. That is this really the same girl whom I threw from the mountain to kill? They are not able to believe that how can she be alive? Then after knowing Sumi's birth date here, Fushan says that you are really my data person. Then Fushan's grandfather also gets happy to know this and starts saying to Sumi that you are really my grandson's destiny. Then Sumi's mom and her brother start asking what is all this going on. Then Sumi explains to them and tells that I have always been unlucky, but after meeting Fush my luck has become very good. Then Sumi's mom and her brother start saying that How can you say this? You are very lucky, and you cannot be unlucky. You are from our family." Then Sumi shows them. "It is said that you people are seeing this chair as so strong. If you sit on that chair after touching my hand, then it will break." Then that chair really breaks, and Sumi proves that she is really very unlucky. Then here she holds Fushan's hand and sits and shows how good her luck is with Fushan. Sumi says that both of us are each other's destiny, and the master had said that both of us will change each other's fate. Then Grandpa starts convincing Sumi's mom that Sumi and Fushan are made for each other. Then we as parents should support these people. Then Sumi's mom says that I will call old master here and he will tell us the truth. Only then I will believe that the fate of both of you is really connected. Then Sumi's mom and her brother start saying that now we are taking Sumi from here and we will come after 3 days when old master will come. Then Fushan tells that Sumi and I will not be separated even for a short time. We cannot stay here, otherwise we would be unlucky. So you people cannot take Sumi from here. So it would be better if you people also stay here for 3 days. So Sumi's mom and her 3 brothers agree to stay here. But then these people are not allowing Sumi and Fushan to meet at all. So both of them have to meet secretly. Then we see that when old master reaches here, then Lin gives him money and asks him to lie. But still they don't listen to him and tell them the truth that Fushan and Sumi are really each other's destiny. After knowing this, Fushan's mom tries to push Sumi away even more, and she and Lin start planning separately. But with the help of Fushan, Sumi is saved. And then these 3 brothers get very angry that Fu family is not worthy of their sister. And Sumi's brother Li investigates everything about Fushan's mom and tells that 20 years ago she was the one who tried to kill Sumi because master had told at that time itself that she is Fushan's destiny. And actually Fushan's mom had killed her husband for property, and since she had no heir, she had adopted Fusen. So even then she was trying to woo Fusen so that if he dies she will get all the property. But then master had told that a girl named Fushan is going to marry her. It is Fushin's destiny and he will save her life. So due to this, Sumi's adoptive mom tried to kill her by throwing her from the mountain. Now here these people get Fushin's adoptive mom arrested, and then Fushin apologizes to Sumi that all this is happening because of me. Because of me you have been away from your family for so many years. That's why I am not right for you. Saying this, he is leaving her. Then Sumi quickly consoles Fushin and starts telling him that she likes him a lot, and because of him, she has been so safe, so she doesn't want him to leave her. But Sumi's mom opposes this and says that they will not get her married to Fushin. Then Sumi and Fushin kneel down and start convincing her mom that they both really love each other a lot. Then Sumi's mom also agrees, and then finally, Sumi and Fushin have a grand wedding and the whole family is very happy. And with this, the drama has a happy ending here. Thank you so much, everyone.